and I had the great honor of being the best man, and I mean that a lot, Daniel. I look up to you a lot, and it meant I was so humbled when you asked me to be your best man. So thank you. I'm gonna start with some funny stuff first. So as you can tell and gather, we've all known each other quite some time. And Daniel and I got to know each other junior high and instantly bonded. I mean, I went to family camp with the Arajos in like 7th grade. The one random white guy with all these Filipinos. Yeah, there we go. And it was great. But instantly, sports and Halo just brought us together. And also what might have brought us together was our mutual crush of one Elise Mates here today. You see, people, before there was ever Daniel and Allie, it was Allie and AJ. And which goes together so much better. Can we just say that just flows nicely. But Allie, 5th and 6th grade were our golden years. It's probably the best relationship I've had. And today that dream is dying. You see, Bob, you're giving away your first daughter today. And I'm giving away my first crush. And it's just difficult. It's just difficult. Let's just be honest. But as I mentioned, I went on family camp with Daniel and was over at his house a lot. And that kind of brings me to the first thing I wanted to share about Daniel was his love for his family. And if you've been around Daniel, it's honestly tangible how much he loves his siblings. Being the eldest of a large family, there's a lot of freedom that's taken away from you, I think. You have to step up. And I saw you step up when I was in junior high, when I was in high school. I mean, I saw the babysitter, I think, in junior high, and you were babysitting all your siblings. But you never lashed out. You never complained about it to me. It was your responsibility and yours to have. And you've carried it so well. And I think the Arajo legacy obviously starts with JC, but has so much to give to you of the example you've set to your siblings. And it's always been so impressive. And I think Bob, Cindy, and Michaela get to feel so good about giving your daughter to a man who values family, such as Daniel. Such a peaceful day, I think, because of that, ultimately. So thank you, Daniel, for showing that. But as Daniel and I moved into high school and college, we didn't get to see each other as much. I got involved in basketball and football and breaking collarbones and things such as that. And Daniel was in band, you know? Like, pretty cool. You got on the field at halftime, at least. So, yeah, that's awesome. You see, and then in college, kind of continue that path. I got involved with intramurals and the sports side, you know. And Daniel, you know, you were involved in plays. I went to 2 of his plays, honestly, a Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. But I still think you're cool, and obviously Allie does after all this time for some reason. But in high school and college, if you've known Daniel, another word that will probably come to your mind is leadership. Daniel has always been involved in leadership. And you're a leader that people will follow, Daniel. And I want you to know that. And you have great power with that. You know, the famous line, with great power comes great responsibility. But it's true, because people will follow the example you set. And so thank you for today, the example you're setting of loving one woman and staying pure and seeking after God. And it's a great example to follow. You've been a leader in so many aspects. I mean, you were student body president of your college. You're able to tell your kids that. But don't tell them your college was literally smaller than the wedding party. Like, honestly. Like, do not tell them that. Just say, yeah, some university in LA. But we'll think it's, you know, USC. But before I close out, I do have to say words to beautiful Elise Mays. We've come a long way, Allie, from our organized hug in 6th grade. Do you remember that? Yeah, that was awkward. But you've been my friend the longest time, and you're always a listening ear, and always laughter. As Bob said last night at the rehearsal dinner, just the laughter that is around Allie is so peaceful to be around, and such a such a good time. And I know I will still get those times with you and Daniel, so it's not ending. But thank you for being such a close friend over this past high school and college. And junior high, of course, our years. So in closing, I just want to say thank you for the example you're setting today. Our culture throws around love a lot, right? It's the binge word. We all want to be loving, but a lot of times we use it to not have conflict. Just be loving. Don't get involved. Or but what you guys are doing, I think your love is standing for something greater. Your love is standing for Christ's love, and it actually has function. It has it's tangible. It's actually something. Your love. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Did write my speech, but okay. But your love is grounded in the Bible, and I think your love convicts. And your love, a lot of times, the Lord can use your love to show others. And I know a couple months ago we talked about that junior high group where all this began, and we were listing out people's names, and we were almost on one side of people that were still following Christ and trying to live this life of honoring God and Jesus and loving others. There was another half that had fallen away. That was tough for all of us to realize that, I think, from our group. But I thank you so much for just continuing to honor Christ and continuing to have Him lead you guys to this day. You're just setting a great example for me to follow, for your sister to follow, for everyone here to follow. So thank you for that. And as I give my toast here, McKay's going to come out because we're going to offer our last advice to you guys. All right, McKay, you prepared for this, right?
Yeah.
So since Michaela and I have been in so many dating relationships, we want to give you guys, what do we want to give them?
We just want to give you advice. I mean, we know a lot.
Yeah.
So we were like, we're the best ones to do this.
Yeah. So here's our wedding advice. Did you prepare? We really don't have any wedding advice because you guys are way older than us in this area. So without further ado, to the bride and groom.